Hello, today I would like to show you the differences between a hardback book printed with IngramSpark and a paperback book printed with Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. So on the right, as we look at the screen, we have the Romanian edition of my latest book, which is Mirabela și Imperiul Copacilor. And on the left we have the English edition, which is a paperback, Mirabela and the Empire of Trees. You'll notice that the English edition is slightly not as saturated. You see the title is not as yellow as the one on the right. That's because the one on the right has slightly more saturation. I did more saturation when I designed the cover. It was like 3 points more saturation or something like that. So I might update the English version in the future, but for now it's just as it is now. The main differences I would like to show you with the hardback, and the paperback, you can hear the sound. The paperback is just, and this is the hardback. You know, the hardback is more hardy, hence the name. The hardback, the interior colors, although the files are exactly the same, except the Romanian edition has a different ISBN, obviously. The colors, see, I'll show you this one for example. The colors are not as saturated, are not as vibrant, but they're still pretty good. They're really, like, I didn't change them because I'm new with Ingram and I wasn't sure how all their printers work, because they have printers in the UK, in Australia, in America. So I left it as it is because I'm pleased with the quality. But now I'll show you what I mean about the vibrancy with a KDP file. See this, show you some of the, see this one for example. Even if it's quite bright, you can tell this has more vibrancy to it. So, but it's not, I mean, it is quite a bit of difference in vibrancy, but yeah, I just didn't want to change them in case other printers from Ingram might print them slightly different. I didn't want them to come out like too vibrant or something like that. So yeah, that's some of the differences with between Ingram and KDP in terms of quality. I would say with KDP, if you order just one copy, for example, you run the risk sometimes to get them bended because, you know, they're paperbacks, they're a bit flimsy, you know, which can be good. I have a friend who has kids and she said she actually sometimes prefers paperback books because, I don't know, they're easier, they don't have that much weight, so if you go traveling with your kids and they want to take that book with them, it doesn't have that much, it doesn't add that much weight in the luggage. But with a hardback cover, obviously it's more sturdy, it's more, it looks more professional in my opinion, but obviously there's a difference in price. For example, the hardback book, it's what, 3 times more to print. It costs more, almost 3 times more to print than a paperback. And then there's handling costs with IngramSpark. Obviously there's shipping costs with both of them, but yeah, Ingram has a handling fee as well. Yeah, I think that's how they call it, handling fee. And if you want a personalized copy with IngramSpark, obviously that's different because Amazon doesn't offer that option. So of course IngramSpark charges extra for that, but it's not much more. It's more in terms that it takes from your time to do a personalized copy, because you have to take the message from your customer, for example, whatever message they want, for example, for their kid. You want to make sure you get the message right, so it's not printed wrong, because obviously once it's printed you can't fix it, and the whole copy can be ruined if you do that sort of mistake. If you don't know what I mean about personalized copies, check my other videos. I've just filmed a clip in which I show you personalized copies. But yeah, I would say obviously this one, if I do the saturation, they will be identical in color. I don't know why, like the covers are very similar, but the interior, they're quite, I mean, they're a bit different, the colors, although they're exactly the same, the files that I exported. So I am pleased with both of them in terms, like this is much cheaper for people and more affordable, so more people might go for this. This one is more, it feels, oh, and also I forgot to mention, this one is a matte cover, while this is a glossy cover, and you can tell this is shining. Like if I put this in front of the window, you can see it's shiny, while if I do that with this one, you don't get any sort of shine. It's nice, you know, when you take pictures, and when you take pictures, I just think it feels nicer. This feels more like a magazine. It's glossy, and this one just feels more velvety. It's the matte option is just, I don't know, it feels a bit more, it feels more expensive. And yeah, as mentioned, there is a difference, a massive difference in price. Like for example, this one is sold with £20 because it's really expensive to print, while this is like a tenner, something like that. Yeah, so depends what you want. I think it's wonderful that we can do both. I mean, with this you might need some money. I did it for free because IngramSpark had a code. They had like free 2020 code, so I was able to upload my files and do the whole setup for free. But if you don't have codes, it's like $25 I think each for the cover, and for the interior file is another $25, so that's like a $50 setup fee, while KDP is 100% free. It's just your time that you have to invest to do this. And if you're an indie author, I'm sure you invest a lot of time to do this, because it's something we like to do as authors if we want quality books and if we want to share our stories with the world. So yeah, I hope this side by side helps you. If you have any questions, write them down, and I'll try to answer as soon as possible. And if I don't know, my best advice is to message either IngramSpark or Amazon, and they will get back to you. I would say though that Ingram is more responsive to your messages. They were with mine, so yeah. Amazon, they're still getting their bearing. They're still not great with customer service regarding indie author books. So yeah, have a lovely day.